What is up, YouTube? This is your girl, Killer Rose. Right now, it's one day before my birthday, so, excited to be 29 years old. I don't feel like it, and I've been told that I look like I'm 21. Um, the voice says it all. The height also says it all. It looks like I'm just young again. Um, like I said, I don't feel like I'm 29, but it is what it is. I am 29 years old, or at least tomorrow I'm going to be. And yeah. One thing about me is that I am a Gemini, as you all know, but I'm an Aquarius moon and a rising Libra. So yeah, there you go. There's all my zodiac signs. The one thing that I do have to say is that a lot of people think like Geminis are two-faced. Even when you're nice, like you're polite, people take that as you being fake. That's what I catch up with most people would talk about, is that there's some people who are nice, who are really cool, but there's people who are nice but they're buttholes. They're fakers. They look nice. They look like they're nice, but in reality they are evil scumbags. And I just gotta put it out there that I am not a scumbag. I take my friendships and my relationships seriously, so it's kind of hard to just for me, I've wasted, or not wasted, because let me rephrase that, is that I've took time on people that didn't deserve my time and the love that I give them, or gave them, because that's past tense, right? So when I gave them that type of attention and love, I didn't feel the same back. And when I needed help, they weren't there for me like I was there for them. And I don't want to say it as that, because it just brings me off as selfish. But besides all that, I mean, right now being 29, I think it's the best peak that I've been so far. I came a long ways, and it's been a long journey, guys. And I actually feel like I found myself. But really, I think there's more to it, though. I feel like there's more to just finding myself, because I feel like I haven't reached it yet. And I'm happy right now. I'm so stoked being here again, working out. 8:11. It's kind of late. Usually I like to go in at 7 in the evening. Usually it's daylight out, not too late, but yesterday was pretty late. I got home like at 10, which was a cardio session. It's like more like an hour for me. And I tried to do 3 hours of cardio, or at least 2, but it's tough, guys. It's tough. Try running a lap or something, and you'll see definitely how tough it is to just take at least 30 seconds to at least a minute, and you're already sweating. It's so crazy. But yeah, yesterday I got honked at. I never been honked like that before. But I guess apparently I was being a scumbag in the middle of not even the road. It was more like in this parking area. So whenever I sit here, I'm actually in a parking lot, just gonna go to the gym, right? So I end up sitting here, and when I back out, I did a quick left turn, because there was no one. It was literally just a few cars ahead, but I had the right of way. So I was able to go straight, straight and narrow, and apparently I was going too fast, and some person in an SUV, it was a big car, not a truck, it's a car, and she was honking her horn like crazy. She was like honk 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 honk, or beep beep beep, it was crazy. And so I was looking over, I try not to be distracted or anything, and I'm like, is she honking at me? I mean, what is her deal? There's I don't see anybody. There was no one there. And so she was just like, I wanted to see who was honking at me, not to confront them. Are you kidding me? It's not like back in the old age where you get to confront someone and you get to have fisticuffs and no police involved. You just go your own separate ways. Whoever lost or lose in that situation, lose. And that's that. They just, wipe their fist, just, take a few bruises, a 1 or 2 day period, and then just be on their way and go to work like if nothing happened. It's crazy. But nowadays it's more like you're in a news station where they basically give you a breakdown on what happened in a certain area because you decided to confront someone because of them cutting you off, or you're speeding and pisses you off, and then it ends up becoming a more bigger issue than it was. And I'm really careful when it comes to road rage, but there's some really, really huge scumbags out there that will take advantage if you're going way too fast or getting close in their lane. That's weird. Usually he doesn't do that. Usually just sticks on his own, but it turns on. But yeah, guys, I'm really careful with road rage. I try to just keep it on the lowdown. I can yell in my own car, but I'm not gonna provoke someone and I end up getting hurt because of it. That's stupid. I don't do that. But it's crazy. It was crazy, and I was like, and no one, just like, I heard like like I heard a honk, but that was it. She didn't came up to me. No one came up to me and say, hey, you need to be careful, or something like that. Giving me a pointing finger and say, you need to get some help, dude. Like, why are you going so fast for no reason? I'm like, if you have a BMW or you have a car that that drives smooth and you like that sharp turn, I don't know if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. It's so weird. You feel like you're on clouds, right? You're turning and you just made that beautiful, not sharp turn, but you made that glideful turn, and then you just not punch it, because I didn't punch the gas pedal like if I'm like freaking Fast and Furious. No, I was just slowly making my way, and then like just right, and I was like, I'm like, I want to go get out of here, and just follow the speed, of course. I'm not like other drivers who freaking go like at least like 60 miles per hour, on a 45. Sorry, but I just gotta call it out. I'm just saying. But I'm not one of those people that go up a creek because they are craving freaking Dunkin' Donuts or something along the way that sound good. I mean, I'm not there to rush, but I do have a steady pace when it comes to driving. I'm not sure. I mean, that's just my intake on it. It's just that I got honked at, and I thought it was so weird, and it was like the first time someone actually got mad at me. It like on the road, basically. Like I was an actual doofus, and I that was it. It has no correlation between my zodiac sign. I just wanted to share. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just here chilling, and now it's starting to get hot again. As per usual in Arizona, we're gonna get into the triple digits. I hope I don't park as a doofus, because this type of area was a little tight, and trying to give people some space here. That's what I just like to do. I like to park a certain way. Also, I cannot stand people who are over the line and then they end up taking another space of a parking space, and you can't park there because of their their lack of parking. Yeah, that's just one thing. Guys, I don't know. 29 years old feels like a whole life has passed me by, and then there's music. So I guess that means that I'm gonna be putting this video off, I guess. Yeah, I would definitely share some more insights. But Gemini, yeah, Gemini season, man. I feel like my whole zodiac signs are like one huge tornado. Of course, distance wise it looks beautiful and amazing, but by closeness it's more like risky behaviors and dangerous attitudes. If I didn't have that self-control with my own words and my own emotions, I feel like I would be having more missing teeth than the teeth that I have now. Because when I'm basically saying that I can trash talk, but I choose not to in my own protection. That's basically what I'm saying, is that I'm trying to avoid getting into more conflicts with people, because they are crazy today, and I feel like it could get crazier tomorrow. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Basically, it could get crazy in the next couple of years, because the way that I've seen it seems like people are just willing to take everything and anything in their own how do you say it, concession. I don't know, that's not the word I'm looking for. They're taking stuff and twisting it. They're taking it like things and actually trying to put it as good, but it's not. It's the opposite of it. And for my birthday, I want to spend time with my family. Well, with my mom specifically, but my dad, he's gonna, we're gonna have a nice dinner. So, I'm gonna hang out with my family during dinner time. So, yeah, just crazy business, you guys. I just want to say that I appreciate you guys being on my channel and subscribing, and I appreciate that you take the time to look at my content. And even though I jumble my words sometimes I talk, on different topics, and then I end up forgetting why I'm talking about that topic specifically. It doesn't discourage me, because have you ever checked out AI Ask? They basically give you a breakdown on what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to explain here. And I feel like that is like the most amazing tool. And sometimes it's not available, sometimes, but when it is, it makes perfect sense. It makes it basically gives a breakdown of what I'm trying to say in this whole video without having me to explain it in full detail, which is kind of lazy in a sense. But sometimes I end up like zone out in a way. I zone out and I end up forgetting what I'm saying, and then I had to go back to the topic that I'm saying without having it on a piece of paper or something. A telegram, I freaking hate telegrams, because I feel like I can't have enough freedom when it comes to speaking. It feels like I have to limit myself and say the exact same words. It's like me reading off of a presentation, and I used to do that when I was a teenager, and it was the worst thing that I could do. And no wonder they're like telling you, obviously, to look up ahead of the audience, and they never really tell you how you're gonna provide that information towards an audience until you actually get a job or a promotion, and then you have to deal with people on a daily basis. You're in a leadership role, or something, or like a manager, or someone along the lines that is in charge in a specific area. So honestly, like YouTube was huge, like pretty much like all the time. I'm surprised they didn't have it where you need to create videos in order to get a good grade. And now there's, of course, they're minors, so it's like you have to have a parent permission, but I don't know. That's for me. It's more like, if I was gonna, do something great with presenting, in an audience setting, yeah, I get freaking nervous, dude. Even in college, man, I feel like when I'm in the room and everyone's looking at me, I feel like I have to say a certain thing to fill in the gaps, because I feel like I'm awkward when I'm quiet, and I had to think of what I'm gonna have to say. And when I stutter, I feel like I'm losing confidence every single time, and it's tough. It is so freaking tough having to present something out loud and trying to be coherent at the same time. You have to stay focused, but sometimes I lose that focus, and it's like, what am I saying? What am I trying to bring out? What points am I trying to make? And I feel like sometimes when I do presentations like that, I feel like I screw up every single time. And it's like, man, I wish I could say this, or I can say that. There's not enough time for me to say all this. And I feel like it's important for me to put it out there. Or what else that's challenging for me that I could try and improve on it. And there's a lot of things that I need to improve, but it's just one of those things. So yeah, guys, I know I'm rambling on right now. It's 19 minutes already that gone by. It's 8:27. I already got here a certain time, and I just want to say that I'm gonna go to the gym. Treadmill session always. Mandatory overtime next week. Shoot, I cannot stand mandatory overtime. Feels like it drains me. And I know I'm not gonna go and miss the gym session again for a whole week. That is the worst mistake in my entire being on this year in 2025. That was the worst thing I could do. Do not miss things, and try to get plenty of rest right afterwards, because my God, like, I feel like I've created progress. I made it midway, and then I slack back, and then I'm like, have to go back to that progress again and again. And that's the spirit of feeling like you're failing at something. And that's me. But I mean, I'm like, you know what, I'm done with this BS. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, work out, you know, even if it's like 30 minutes, you know, not even an hour. I mean, at least I do something with my time. That's all I'm asking, is for a little bit of time for me to get to my goal. And I am so, like, I'm so fed up. I do want to lose this weight. And I do appreciate your comments, guys. That is, like, I mean, every time you know, someone calls me pretty, I'm like, wow, really? That wasn't, I didn't mean to sound like that, but I'm like really, like feel like I'm happy. I'm like, wow, that's pretty neat. I'm pretty alright. So shoot, it's freaking hot out here, but better, I think it's cold outside. I bet you it's cold out there than it is in here, man. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this out, you guys. So yeah, June 4th is gonna be June 5th tomorrow on my birthday. We'll see. I'll take pictures and stuff like that. There's a video, I mean, I'll post that. It wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't hurt. So yeah, guys, all right, I am out of here. Bye.